I was saying if I wanted to let you in.
I know. That's why I said who you talking about.
I just said everybody Coach Z.
Because I know you weren't talking about me.
Clearly. Oh boy.
Is object on?
Oh boy.
Listen, first of all, it's people already in here for y'all the early birds. For the early people, I need y'all to do me a favor. Go shop the merch. 30% off.
Ooh, somebody
30,
my bad for cutting
30.
you off.
What? You said what?
My bad for cutting you off. Like what? I see TABC for coaches is in here, so
Oh, I was like, what? What you talking about? Listen, 30% off. Use code early for my people that's early. Go get some merch, 30% off, because it won't be 30% off the whole live. 30% off. Use code early. You got about 10, 15 minutes. Only 10,
Hey,
15 minutes.
yo, real quick, I just want to say I'm over here on live right now with the horn. Somebody's alarm is going off.
yeah.
It's broke, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm over here on live with two of the dopest people in this thing. I just want to say, hey, I'm proud of y'all.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Appreciate it. All right, man.
hey, I missed your birthday, babe. I
It's okay.
apologize. You know what I'm saying? I had to come on the public and say that I apologize. You know, I support you heavy. Ed, you ugly.
That's cool. Hey, I look good. I don't know what you talking about. I don't need no look. Listen, I look good. What up, coach?
What up,
What up,
Sergeant?
what? What up?
There he is,
Hey,
baby. There he is.
legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary. Who is
Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all do y'all thing. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
watching. I'm right here.
Hey, be
Hey,
tuned in.
oh boy,
Be tuned in.
oh my gosh.
Be tuned
Hey,
in.
and I got some articles on all of it. Right? Hey,
Go,
Swing
go.
City Mag is back.
Get
Oh
on.
boy.
Get on. Get on.
All right, y'all.
All right.
Appreciate it, Tony.
All right, T Swift.
Yes,
Sergeant,
sir.
what up?
What's up, Ash?
Man.
Hey, mother freaking legend. You hear me?
I ain't no legend, man. I'm just an OG just looking at all this foolishness now, man. That's all I am, man. I'm just watching all this foolishness out here now, man. It's boy. I,
What's your
I just got
thoughts?
I just got off the phone with another OG. He was like, OG, you better than me. Because I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it. Yeah.
Listen, man.
When you say foolishness, what's the foolishness?
I mean, it's like it's a circus.
Mm.
It's a circus, Ashley. It's a circus now, man. And people cannot talk to me about this stuff because I've done it. I
Yeah.
got kids. I did it. I'm still doing it right now with my son, and we not in no circus.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it, and that's probably why we're gonna get into so much stuff tonight. That's probably why the portal is like it is, and kids
Mm-hmm.
moving around like they're on. It's chaotic.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So what's
There's
your
no structure, no accountability, no discipline. Nobody takes no accountability for
right?
nothing anymore.
So what's your overall thought process behind the UIL eligibility and transferring rule in high school?
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say if UIL is gonna go in and do what they done, they need to go everywhere.
Everywhere.
But
They
Absolutely.
need to go
see,
everywhere.
I told you I knew I was gonna like you. I knew I was
Yeah, they need to go everywhere
talk
if they
that
gonna
talk.
do that.
Talk that talk.
Because the one thing that I know about when somebody is under the microscope is it's in
Mm-hmm.
house.
Yeah.
It's somebody that a parent on the team that kid not gonna play much because they done brought these big time players in and they the one done went and did most of the dirt behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anonymously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anonymously. They done, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So but when UIL does this type of stuff, it brings attention to so many other schools that are not
Yep.
being brought under the microscope.
Yep.
And so it's unfair. It's
Yeah.
unfair, man.
And my
Yeah.
point to that is like football do it all day, every day. And I love football. And I
Man,
don't what I'm saying? Like somebody brought it to me attention. It's about revenue. What color kids make up the sport? What color kids make up the entertainment for sport? And this is not no black and white thing. This is just the hard history
Yeah.
facts of history in general. Like this ain't no, like I said, this ain't no white and black thing. This is the facts. Like who get paid 9 times 10 the most money in professional sports? It's the African
Yeah.
Americans. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So it's kind of
Yes.
like it trickles all the way down from college all the way to the high school. Like
Mm-hmm.
soccer is full of African American kids.
Yeah.
Dunkerville is full of African American
African
kids.
American.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like those are the kids that's bringing you the revenue when they go to state. People want to see them play because they're
Right.
entertainment. Now you got the exception of Staff Lake, that's a predominant white school, which they recruit. You know what I'm saying? Duncanville,
But
whatever,
let
stock,
me,
whatever.
Ed, I'm gonna give you a story, man, because I've been around so
Mm-hmm.
long. I was coaching, I was coaching little league football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about 8U, 10U, 12U football.
Mm-hmm.
South Lake coaches would come to those games, walk around, special players like quarterbacks, receivers, and running backs. They would get them early.
Yep.
That's
See, Ed, I promise you, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've talked to these people.
yeah.
They would ask me, who is number 12 and where
Mm-hmm.
is his mom and dad? And those kids would disappear
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm.
they would go out there at an early age. So some of those, I got to be in defense. Some of these high school programs, like Alito does it as well.
Mm-hmm.
For football, they get kids early that look special to
Yeah.
them.
Right.
It ain't gonna be no red flag later
Exactly.
on because they got them early.
Mm-hmm.
I think the red flag comes when we getting these kids when they juniors and seniors,
Right.
Yeah.
and so that brings attention to everything right there. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So
Yep.
in defense to some of these other programs that are still cheating and out here recruiting, they just do it a little bit savvier way
Right.
than the other districts do it.
And I think that's the biggest point that I was taking away. Like I look at those South Lake, the Argyles, the Decaturs, those schools. Like you said, they grab them early. They've been playing together since the third, fourth, fifth grade, whatever the case. Even if they took them from another team at a baby age, 10U, 12U, whatever, it's still they're doing it the smart way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everybody's doing it.
yeah,
It's just about
everybody.
it's about when you do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I think us as a culture, we that's why we stay behind. At the end of the day, we do stuff ass backwards. You know what I'm
uh-huh.
Yeah.
saying? We do stuff ass backwards.
I
When
mean, I mean, 13 new girls at one school at one time. You don't think that somebody gonna say something?
right,
I mean,
right,
that's just. I mean, I remember when Madison got caught. Madison Boys program got caught when they had 11 guys at the same address.
mm-hmm,
Stuff like that is gonna get caught, man. It's
right,
just gonna get caught. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard to get around that. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? But if you gradually doing things, you might get away with it. But
right,
bringing that many different bodies, good bodies,
right.
names that everybody know, it's gonna be hard to get around that, man. It's gonna be hard to get around that.
So do you necessarily now the rule is the rule, but do you necessarily agree with the rule?
Mm.
No, I don't. No,
Why?
I don't. I think this is what I was saying today. Parents are at fault 100%.
Hold on, let me stop you. Can you back your head getting
Okay,
chopped off when you, yeah.
my bad. My bad.
Yes, sir.
Parents are at fault 100%
Mm-hmm.
because you are in control of your own kid and your own things you do. So I don't care what a coach tell me.
Right.
I'm gonna do my own due diligence as a parent to see if my kid is a junior or a senior.
Mm-hmm.
If it's at any cost that he might have a chance that he's not able to play at this school if we move over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not risking my kids' eligibility at no point, no fashion, no way. I don't care how it
Yeah.
is. I mean, I'm gonna do my part as a dad
Mm-hmm.
to protect my kids' eligibility at all. I'm not just gonna listen to a coach sell me a dream and say,
Right.
no, everything's good. You good over here. You just need this, we need that, and you good. No,
Right. But
no.
now, to her defense, though, Faith is a charter school, so if the
Yeah.
rules were different, so that conversation that may have been had, I don't know the details, but I'm just going off the UIL charter schools. But you know what I'm saying? I'm going off that. Like the rules are a little different, so it's kind of like if you're a charter school, I know you can bring in players or however that rule is. I think it was just the amount of
Yeah, but
players
they under
they
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 under UIL though.
I
under
know, but they're still
UIL,
considered they're under UIL, but they are a charter school. So
they
it's
in
just
a
the
district.
rules.
So listen, they in a district, so they still have an attendance zone.
Yeah,
Mm,
That's the key,
yeah.
Ed.
okay.
If you're in a district, that's not fair to other schools that are in a district and have an attendance zone, and you the only school that's a charter school, and you allowed to just go get kids from wherever you want to go get. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's an attendance zone if you are in a UIL school. You have an attendance zone. At every UIL school has a certain boundary where this bus runs to this high school. This bus runs to this high school. This junior high feeds to this high school. This junior high feeds to this high
Right.
school.
So I think, just from my perspective, I don't agree with the rule. I think it's one of the most terrible rules because I think at the end of the day, we live in a special place, the metroplex, where schools are 10, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, where a parent, if they want to, if they have the capability to take their kid to school every morning at the drop of their dime, then they should be allowed to do that because they're paying taxes to get these schools thrown up left and right. They're
Yeah.
throwing schools up left and right at the end of the day. So we're paying taxes. So you basically saying I gotta pay taxes to get these schools built that creates barriers, lines that splits up the talent that may take years to even build a culture. Like
But
it's just so much.
what about like the up like I see both sides. I see both sides.
Yeah, I
And
do too.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I am like I said, I was talking to somebody earlier, like I am used to like you play where you stay. Like
That's
that
what I'm used to.
like and I get it. Like times have changed, things have changed, you know, some people have to leave. Like some stuff happens, you gotta leave. I get all of that. But I just feel like what happened to like the competitiveness of school teams. Like if you stacking, and I'm just saying any school in general, if you're stacking player on top of player on top of player, like who the hell are you gonna play against?
Exactly. So I said that today, Ash. That's what I said. I said it's no longer fun going watching high school
Yeah,
basketball
yeah,
because
you ain't watching who
because
you
it's
watching.
only it's only a certain teams that you want to see play against each
Yeah,
other because they
now
have
that
all the good
that is true.
players.
That's
yeah,
They
true.
have all the good players. I don't like going to when I was assistant coach at Cedar Valley. I couldn't stay in there but 5 minutes recruiting
yeah,
because it was awful. It was god awful. But then I go watch a just Dunkerville or a DeSoto game. Man, I'm in that
Mhm.
mug. I'm in that mug for the whole 4 quarters. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
But
you know you're
then
not getting those kids.
no,
You
and
know,
I'm not getting them.
and you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know you're not getting those kids.
I'm not getting nobody on that team.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, but I'm there for this
yeah,
live right here. This
That
live right here. But then
entertainment aspect.
yeah, and then the next district game, they win it by 50 and 40.
yeah,
So you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and then like to Ash defense. When we were in high school, Ash, and I'm way older than both of y'all. I'm 51.
Oh yeah, you got me beat.
It was so fun when my school played Lancaster. They had two
yes,
studs over there. I
yes,
was a stud and my boy was a stud. And then we had our squad with us and they had their squad. Everybody coming out that night
yes.
because they want to see such and such play such and such.
Player versus
You know what I'm
player, like
saying?
same thing.
Yeah,
Like I was talking about, like
yeah,
Duncanville when Duncanville played Skyline. Skyline had Crystal Henderson. They just had
yeah.
a few people, but the matchup was good. Like
Yes.
people wanted to see Duncanville play Skyline, but it
Yeah,
wasn't like
yeah.
and they had Crystal Henderson who led it. Then they had some few pieces that was good enough, and it was an entertaining game. Like I don't, you don't got that. It ain't like that no more.
No, not at all. And I always say that to my son. He could be going anywhere. I could be getting at 5:30 in the morning, driving him across town to any one of these schools. But I mean, I'm play where you stay at, Dad. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna teach him a great life lesson behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming. I tell him, if God wanted you to win a state championship, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I
I
promise you.
I
If
agree.
he if he
I
if he
agree
wants
to
you,
disagree because I'm a big fan. I'm a big faith guy. I'm a big believer, but
yeah.
I do think you have to still set yourself up to be in those positions. That's just like I pray, but if I ain't putting in no work, if certain stuff don't
Yeah,
align
that's a
you know what
fact.
I'm saying, because you got to get certain players in, you gotta get a good coach in, you got to get a good system in. So that comes along with building a culture. So yes, you can pray, you could do all this stuff and be a firm believer. Like if it's in God's will, yes, I'm a firm believer in this. It's God's will, but I think that's just in overall life. But I think in sports, I think a whole bunch of stuff has to align in a sense to make that
Okay.
happen. So
Okay, Ed, listen to this then.
okay, okay.
Denny Geyer with Jalen Wilson. I got to think of all these boys' names. They loaded up out there.
Talking about
Everybody went to
Davion.
Denny Geyer. I mean, they had nothing but 4 and 5 stars on that team,
Okay,
bro. They only got to the regional finals every year. They never got to state, bro. So you can, my daughter for 4 years played at Duncanville.
hmm
They had a state championship team all 4 years she was there. She only got 2.
but that
I'm just telling you,
I see your
DeSoto
point.
was loaded.
I see your point.
DeSoto was loaded with 5 4 stars. Girls basketball.
But
The one that won the state championship. The girls
right,
of Somalia that won state. They should have won 3.
okay.
They only won 1. You can load up. You can put this thing like you think you can lay it out. You can tell everybody in the world we winning it this year. We got everybody. We loaded
Right.
in every position. Man, you can be beat on any given night.
I do agree with that because I don't think it's necessarily the talent. I think it's the chemistry. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And talent and chemistry is two different things. Like you could have the talent and not have the chemistry. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But you could have a not so good team, but they got hella chemistry. Like I look at the Plano East boys. I mean, yeah, the Plano East boys. I don't think they was the most talented team in the state, but I think they had the most chemistry because they had been playing together for a minute.
yeah.
So you know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
but
They can
that's a
play.
oh my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go
Keep
ahead.
going, my bad. I just seen that comment. That's a fact. So at the end of the day, how many college coaches gonna ask the kids how many state championships they got? At the end
Yeah.
of the day, like, are they
Wait,
not gonna ask that?
you saying they not gonna ask how many state championships they got?
Nah.
No, they're not gonna ask them that. No, they're not gonna ask them. They're not gonna ask them how many state championships. But that ain't never been a question in my living room.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never heard that question. No, but I mean, in defense, like some people saying, I thought this was about UIL. It is about UIL.
Yeah.
We just kind of talking
Yeah.
around what's going on and why it's like it is and
Mm-hmm.
everything. You know, yeah, we're 100%. I agree with Ed and Ashley that the UIL needs to go to all
Yeah.
schools and do an
Yeah.
investigation.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to just be on one school or
What's
2
up, Will?
schools or 3
Yeah.
schools. What's up, Will? But if they would, like football, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
football will never be touched because it makes
Never.
so much
Yeah.
money. It makes
Never.
so much
Never be
money in the
touched.
state of Texas. Football will never be touched.
Never be touched.
It's some boys basketball programs that'll never be touched.
Never.
It's some boys basketball programs that'll never be touched because they bring a lot of revenue in for the state of Texas.
Now my thing.
But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
when girls basketball is gonna always get a red flag. I promise you that.
But why? I was just about to say, why do you think that? Because girls back. Now I know y'all love girls basketball, but I
I
don't.
do
At the end
too.
of the day,
I
it's
do
not
too.
gonna. It's not bringing in no change like that. So
Now,
why? So why even touch it? It don't matter. It ain't bring you nothing anyway. So you
because
either make it.
it's something that I feel. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. It's something that the UIL can feel like they doing something.
Exactly. They gotta do something.
But what
They
are they
gotta do
doing?
something.
But
They
what are you doing
That's
though?
why.
they gotta find somebody.
Yeah, yeah,
At the
But
yeah.
end of the day.
what are they doing? Like what are they doing?
But I know what they are doing. I got a question. I got a
Go
question.
ahead.
So the girls that have been, the teams that have been ruled ineligible, the girls that have been ruled ineligible, are they able to go back to their home school and
No, they
sit out
can't.
15
Oh,
days and play?
They
No,
can't.
no, sir.
So their senior year is over.
Yes.
That's crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
See,
So it's kind of
think,
like it go back. It go back to what you
I think
said.
that's a mass. I think that's a mass punishment.
That
Yes,
I think that's a
that
mass
absolutely.
punishment right
that's
there.
tough.
And
That's
that's
tough.
what
Absolutely.
that's why I said it. I blame these parents 100% for not investigating their kids' eligibility. I'm sorry. I gotta put 100% of this on the parents.
Yeah. But what
Yeah,
about what
I'm not
about what
saying.
about
I'm
Okay,
not.
but
administration though? What about what about
let me
administration
let
though?
me look on before you go to
I,
administration. Let me look on another side. What if okay, what if these kids legit? Like what if it is legit? They if obviously we talking about Lancaster right now. What if that is legit? Like they live in a district, but the district just don't want them there. Like
So hold up. So I'm gonna tell y'all my situation. See, and this ain't what nobody said. This is my situation.
okay,
I went to a private school, and they told me that tuition was gonna be free. We get there,
yeah,
tuition $1,800 a
This
month.
was freshman year.
This was freshman, no, yeah, sophomore year.
Wait,
So,
where you
soph
go your freshman year?
freshman year, we left Travis High School and went private school, but we went to Lutheran North. But
Mm,
sophomore year, we went over there with Demaya Weefall over there at St. Pius.
okay,
okay,
So they said she told me that I was gonna be on scholarship. Tuition was gonna be free.
okay.
I got there, tuition was $1,800. I paid it for 2 months. I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. I'm not gonna pay no 18. This is a
yeah,
house note. I'm not gonna pay no motherfucking $1,800 a month. And I did it because she just sit tight. It's gonna be
Right.
fixed. I'm like, okay, cool. Then I gotta drive 45 minutes to pick up from school. 45
Mm,
minutes to every day, man. This was putting wear and tear on me. Plus, I'm paying 1,800. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So basically, I'm maxing out to about 2,500 a month with gas, everything, time, gas to go to school
Mm,
and to play on a team that ain't worth a fuck. You know what I
right.
mean? You
Right.
know, so I end up saying, hey, I'm gonna leave. I'm going back to my home school. UIL doesn't have nothing to do with private school.
yeah.
The
yeah.
might write a letter to UIL and tell them I left St. Pius for basketball reasons. We
Mm-hmm.
left. We had a whole jury, a whole meeting. UIL ruled my kid ineligible, said she left for basketball reasons. When I told them I left because I couldn't afford $1,800 a month,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Mm-hmm.
and they enrolled her man
And
ineligible, man, because she left.
this was from private to UIL.
This was from private to UIL,
Oh,
brother.
So y'all was
damn.
taps. Y'all was
We
taps.
was taps. We was taps.
Yeah, y'all was
That's
taps.
Yeah,
That
crazy.
still falls under that still falls under UIL. Taps fall under UIL as
Oh,
well.
but
really?
They involved in you.
they said
They
taps
not
don't. They not
Ah.
UIL.
they
No,
not
But bro,
UIL, but it's
a
still.
kid could leave a public school right now and go to a public school and start and play depending on the guidelines of the. I think you gotta leave by a
yeah,
certain
by
date.
a certain
You
day,
gotta
because
leave
that's
the
what. Yeah,
private. You gotta leave the public school and get in the private school by a certain date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Well,
so man, they had a whole jury when we went to. Bro, it was like a nigga was on trial for committing a murder.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was in there. It was coaches everywhere, and they had a whole panel. And then after we told our truths, Shantaria spoke. Everybody took a briefing and came back, and they said everybody on the panel besides one person ruled her ineligible and say she left for sports reasons. And I say, so me not being able to avoid $1,800 is leaving for
See,
sports reasons.
that's my point. Like that right
Yeah.
there. Like
That's
that's
different
what
though.
I'm
mm-hmm.
saying though.
That's different.
But
Mm-hmm.
but that's what I'm.
That was an agenda.
That
Yeah.
That was an agenda
was a you
against
think
the
I
schools
don't
up there.
come on?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was a listen, man. It was already painted to get us like that.
yeah.
And that's when we
Mm-hmm.
came over there with you, Z, and you said, y'all gotta understand Sean ain't played no school ball or nothing. She coming right into this thing, playing EYBL. She ain't touched no school ball. Well, it's not gonna see the kid ain't even played no school
So
ball.
she play? Did she play her
Yeah.
freshman year? She
No,
didn't play her sophomore
no.
year.
no.
So the
Chantel
only
only
time she
played two
played.
years in high school. 2 years.
Wait, so you left Fort Bend at the beginning of the freshman year?
Yes.
Oh dang.
And I was told when we left, I was
Dang.
I was told when we left and we went to Lutheran North she was gonna be able to play.
Mm,
But she didn't meet the deadline. But I was cool because we was on full scholarship. I wasn't paying $1, you know what I
right.
mean? At Lutheran North. But then when we left, when we came back, boom, UIL ruled ineligible, ruled
Mm-hmm.
ineligible. So she didn't get she got ruled ineligible one time. That was sophomore, but we missed freshman year because we left and we was promised at the private school that she was gonna be able to play and she wasn't able to play.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's what I'm saying though. Like,
Yeah,
what if
that's fucked up.
if we looking on the other side of it? What if it was already? Who knows? Nobody really know the full story of anything. Everybody can just assume.
Right.
But what if it was
Yeah,
already painted? At the end of the day, they're not playing. Like nobody in the district wants them to
Yeah.
play. Like
yeah,
so, in that situation, can we blame the parents?
But
Let,
because
let,
yeah.
let,
Well,
let,
you talking
let me
about they
hold
already
on.
targeted from the
No, no,
jump.
no, no, no. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. So we was already targeted, Z, right?
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
when we went on this panel, when you go on a panel, it's nothing but people that's in that district.
Yep.
It's not
Mm,
I've been
people
on
on
the
the
Yep.
panel.
outside. And it
Only
should be people
that
on
district.
it should be people that's not in that district that's on that panel.
Exactly. That's
I've
what
been
I
on
Because
the
say.
panel.
so
UIL came to my apartment and came in Zay's room and went through a closet and made sure
what
she
they
lived with me, man.
they did the same thing to me. Nigga,
Yep.
they
Yeah,
went
yeah,
through
what?
yeah, yeah,
baskets. They went through baskets to
yeah,
see if
yeah.
drawers,
Yeah,
socks, everything.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
yeah,
What?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
I had to wait outside the apartment door where UIL
Yes.
took Zay in the house to make sure she was familiar with what was going on in
Yes.
there. I waited outside.
Bro, what?
Yes.
Man, listen,
They
bro.
It's
Action,
crazy.
raided
Terry.
your house over to see if your
Listen,
kid stayed with you?
Eddie
Yes.
Kane,
Ain't no
Eddie
way I'm
Kane,
in that
Eddie
ride.
Kane,
I
Eddie
can't do
Kane,
it.
Eddie Kane, Eddie,
I couldn't do it, bro.
Eddie
I couldn't
Kane.
do it, bro. That's my
Ask him
daughter,
what,
bro.
ask him what certain stuff at. Hey, where your washroom at?
Yep.
Trying to see
Uh-huh.
if the kid gonna
Yeah.
be quick on it. What a
Yeah.
washroom. Where's this at? Where your parents' room? Where your
Yeah.
room at? Where this
Yeah.
at? And if that kid ain't answering like
Yeah.
that, they know
Yeah. Yeah.
it's game, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to wait outside in. I was outside the door. They took Zay in the house and came back out and said everything cool. I promise you, bro.
Bro, that's like interrogation, bro.
Yeah.
Not like
But you
that
know,
is.
the reason it happened to me, Will, is because Zay was always in Duncanville. But then they started this new education in seventh and eighth grade at Kennemer called it was group learning. And me and her mom felt like it wasn't preparing her for
Mm-hmm.
college. You know, it was 30 people in a group and they do projects together and you know, somebody don't do their part and Zay up all night trying to finish the project and I was like, oh hell no. So we took her out of Kennemer and took over to South Dallas because her mama was teaching and coaching over in Madison.
Mm-hmm.
And so we took over to Dade. She went to Dade with India Rogers. She was over there with India Rogers. Her and India was on, you know, playing together. And so once junior high was over with, we were bringing her back to Duncanville, which I still stayed in
Right.
Duncanville, but she was able to go over to South Dallas because her mama teached in
Yeah.
DISD.
Mm-hmm.
So DISD, Lincoln, and Lincoln, everybody wanted her to go to Lincoln. Lincoln is the one that pulled all this UIL stuff because we wasn't bringing Zay from Dade to Lincoln, and we was taking her back to
Mm-hmm.
Duncanville. And so that's when all that happened to me.
Gotcha.
That's when all that happened to me.
That's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
And I don't think it's right because like I'm not saying like they needed basketball to get out of her situation. But what I'm saying is like say for instance, they was smart as hell. Like she was making all A's, A plus on everything. She was academic. She could literally leave that school and go to another school for her grades. You
Yeah.
know
But
what
you
I'm saying?
can't
Like you
do
could
it
go
for
Yeah,
to high
athletics.
school because grades. And I'm not saying
yeah,
grades not important because you need grades to get to the next level. But
Man, if you
your grades
but
ain't gotta be no A plus
if
to get a
people
D1 scholarship.
if people
No.
UIL doesn't understand by snatching these kids' season away from them, that hurts recruitment. That hurts a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? High school basketball, it matters. People say it don't matter, but it matters. High school
Yeah.
basketball matters. It gets you prepared and gets you ready going into the summer. So
Yep.
by you not playing basketball, if you get it ruled ineligible, bro, Shantaria went straight into the summer, bro. She struggled.
Yeah.
She didn't
Yep.
play no school ball, bro.
Yeah.
Like she struggled,
And,
bro.
and once Will told me that, I
Yeah.
understood.
Right.
I completely understood. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But I think we got to talk about this issue. UIL want to condemn schools, but why not break these schools in half? Why is it 6,000 students at
Yeah.
Duncanville?
Yeah.
Why is it
No, no,
4,000
no, no,
students
no,
at
no, no, no,
DeSoto?
no.
Why is
I
it
don't agree with that.
okay, man? Look,
Mm-mm.
look, look,
Mm-mm.
look. Why,
Mm-mm.
why I work for Mansfield ISD. Mansfield ISD got 5 high schools, bro.
But
They
I
got
think
I
see
just
the
think I
switch.
just think it
I
need to
think
be
that
open
take.
enrollment.
I think that
Yes,
takes the
I agree.
competitive. I
I
think
Just
think
that
open
takes
open
the
enrollment.
enrollment.
competitiveness out of it. When
well,
you
if they
have
don't,
Frisco should not
if
have
it's gonna
12
be,
schools.
well, what do we need UIL for if we do open enrollment? What do we need them for?
We don't need
Hell,
them.
you know, I was gonna say
We
that.
don't
So,
You're
need them.
right.
so that's why I asked the question. That's why I asked that question. If you take and put all schools open enrollment, no attendance zone, you no longer need a UIL.
So
But
What I
what's the
but
point?
they are
So
the ones.
tell me what's the point of UIL? What's the point of UIL?
They govern. They supposed to be governing all
I
schools,
mean,
which they
yeah,
don't govern. They don't govern all schools. They govern who tell a
yeah,
tale. They
yeah.
govern who gonna tell
well
it.
well
They
I feel
govern. They govern. They govern the
I
people
feel
that
like
pick.
this. I feel like this.
That-
If we gonna keep
that's crazy.
UIL right, if we gonna keep UIL right, at least if I'm going up before a board right,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm in Houston, let me go over a board that's in Dallas. Somebody that don't know us, somebody that don't have ain't biased to nothing. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
if you going over a board, soon as we went over that board, everybody seen Chantel on there. They say, "Oh, I'm not gonna make this motherfucker eligible,
Ex-
so she can blast us off the roof,
my
so she
point.
can
My
blast us
point.
out
Yeah.
the water."
Yes.
Man,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
motherfucker not
Yeah.
gonna be eligible,
Yeah.
so after she can
Yes.
blast us out the
Yeah.
water, and
Yeah.
I ain't got no chance at making playoffs or nothing.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
right, bro. That's
Yeah.
not
That's
That
what
right.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah. That ain't
saying.
Right.
right.
Let me go over a board that's in a whole nother district
Mm-hmm.
that ain't got no
Yeah.
skin in the
Yep.
game. That ain't got no
Yeah.
skin in the game and don't care. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel better off of that. As far as me going on a board in a district, oh man, I'm already
Why
Yeah.
fucked.
You
wouldn't
are.
I'm
they?
fucked
Yeah.
Why
out the
would they
gate.
make you
Yeah.
eligible? Why would they?
Why
Yeah.
would they make me eligible?
Yeah.
Right.
And you know that works both ways as well because if they don't like the parents either, you definitely
Woo!
fuck.
Hey,
Woo!
cause hey, they gonna like you.
Woo! 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 You better believe it, Z. Z. See, you knew what
Yeah.
you was doing when you said that, Z. You
Yeah.
knew what you was doing when
Yeah.
you said that, Z. They asses knew. When I got on that screen, we finna get this. It wasn't even about Shantalia. We finna get this
Yeah.
black motherfucker, man. We finna
Yeah.
get him, man. We
Yeah.
finna
Yeah.
get his ass, man. We've been
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
hooping and hollering at the games you've
Yeah.
been doing and cutting
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
We finna get you, and we finna hurt
Yeah.
your kid in the process of it, but we finna get you, because we know how
Yeah.
much this mean to you. So we got you.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it in their face on the screen. They
Yeah.
smiling, they cutting their
Mm-hmm.
cameras off. I say, Shantaria, I said, we doomed, baby. We might well stay in the gym. We doomed. We doomed. You ineligible. I
Mm-hmm.
said it before they even told us. The man was like, whoa, 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 Mr. Day, the principal. You got the principal
Yeah.
over the board at a whole nother school in the district. You think this man give a damn about me and my kid? This
Right.
ain't helping
Nah.
his school win.
Right.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
What
Nah.
makes me think that he's here to help us and do the
Right.
right thing?
Now
Now,
what's gonna happen is UIL gonna end up messing up, and they ain't gonna have nobody to market like JC. I look at JC. Yeah, she hurt or whatever, but she won back-to-back state MVPs at UIL, and she ended up leaving the Frisco Liberty to go to Legion Prep, right?
Yeah.
So now you took some of that mark. You ain't got no ESPN kid in the DFW that's on the public team. Maybe I think
Yeah.
maybe CC.
No.
Maybe
No, you don't.
yeah. Oh no, CC not a she ain't ESPN top 100 yet. Yeah, so yeah,
You
that
took the Fake Family top 100s.
But
Oh yeah, so yeah,
see, but see, but see,
you
but
ain't
see,
got
Eddie
Yeah.
nobody to
Kane.
compete. You ain't got
But
nobody to compete at the UIL.
but see,
That's ESPN rights.
are all those kids seniors?
Oh,
No. It's a bunch of 2026s,
See,
and then
They got
and
another
that's
it's some
ES,
year.
2025.
They
but
got another year.
are they ESPN
yeah,
kids? See, but
Yes.
that don't matter,
yes,
man. They
yes,
can
they do.
afford how Eddie
That's
Kane, but
marketing.
no. But what
So
I'm just saying, it's not gonna hurt them, Eddie
yeah,
Kane.
Oh,
they
It's
you
not
got
gonna
talking
another
really
about?
year.
hurt them.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
get another
Yeah.
year, Eddie Kane.
yeah.
Well, that's
And
what. But okay, Will. Well, listen to what I said. Then people had a problem with me saying this. If I got 20 and 30 offers already,
Right.
I I want to know this. I want y'all to answer this for me.
why do I even need to play school ball?
If I'm that nigga, no. If I'm that nigga like that, why do I need to go join such and such and such and such?
Now I'm gonna answer that for you. I'm about to answer that for you. So
Okay.
I think I was talking to somebody earlier about this. Like, what if a kid, their junior year, right? They are the top dog, but say for instance they play for a bad coach, and the culture is terrible. Like the culture is terrible, so you're not even gonna have a chance to even get close to a championship ring or even a regional finals or to even experience that. So I think that kid should have the opportunity to, man, like, I got offers, I got the opportunity to play at the next level, but I want to try to go win me a championship my junior senior year or my senior year. Like, just say this, you've been dealing with a bad coach or bad culture. Because at the end
I
of the day,
get that. But how many instances, how many schools have that situation though, Ed? Like for real though.
I think it's a lot of kids that's it may be it's one kid that's pretty solid on each high school team. I give or take. It's one
Yeah.
kid that
Yeah.
can go play at the next level for sure. So I look at it from that perspective. That's how I used to when I first started.
No, Eddie
That's how
Kane.
when I first
No,
started
Eddie Kane. I don't agree
when
with
I
that.
first started recording, bro, that was it's 10 kids on the
And
court. One of
you
these
think
kids need to
elite?
go play at the next level.
No way. This shit is watered down now, Eddie Kane.
And it may be watered down, but that still don't stop a kid from getting an offer.
Oh, hold up. You mean go play if it's NAIA, just anything?
Yeah, just go play
Oh yeah,
college
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ball.
Okay, okay,
Go
go.
play
Okay, okay.
college
JUCO.
ball.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Every team. Yeah, it's got
That
somebody.
it's one
Yeah, they
kid.
got this. Yeah, Texas high school girls basketball has a lot of players.
Right.
They have a lot of
Yeah.
players in Texas that can go play on the next level.
Mm-hmm.
D3, D2, D1, NAIA, the low mid majors, and then
Right.
you got your studs.
Mm-hmm.
You got your studs. But I remember back in the day when Texas would have 10 McDonald All Americans.
But why is that though? It,
Huh?
they, why is that though? Because training is up. You got your skills development training.
That,
So what's missing?
that all good
I
though.
know. That's
That's
what
a
I'm
whole
saying.
nother.
I
We
know.
can do that another night. We can do that another night.
Okay.
That,
Okay.
that ain't all good. See,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So you bringing up stuff that everybody ain't out here producing quality
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
I'm just being honest with you.
Oh, Coach Day
Cause
said it. Coach
I,
Doe said it
it,
right
it,
there.
Yeah,
it,
he says a lot of high level
That's
kids
it.
playing for bad coaches.
That's it. That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Who
And
said
that's and
that?
that's the point that I was getting to,
Coach
Coach
Doe.
Doe.
Oh,
he said it's
It's a
what?
It's a lot
lot
of
of high
high.
level kids playing for bad
That's
coaches.
and
And shoot,
that's the
probably
point that I was
and
getting to.
honestly training with the wrong people.
Yes,
But that's what I'm
I agree.
saying
now
though.
that. But
But
far
that's
as
what I'm
all it,
saying though.
I don't take none of these high school coaches serious. They fucking math teachers, man. So what do you mean? Like they're fucking reading teachers, math teachers. So how can you say
Right, but they
like
say
let's just
there's
stop.
some
Let's
good college
stop.
coaches though. There's some good
Yeah.
college. I mean, there's some good high
How
school coaches.
many? How
Yeah,
many out
there's
of
some good,
how
there's some good
how many
high
out
school
of a
coaches.
hundred? How many out of 100, Ashley? How
Out
many?
of
Two?
state.
Two? Two?
Oh,
Now
there's some good
I
high
give
school
you
coaches.
Nah.
I can name you five for sure.
No, in Texas. Name me 10
I
coaches
just
right now that
you
that
got
you
Coach
think
you got Coach Reed,
Coach Taylor, Coach
Coach
Taylor.
Taylor, you got Marcus LaVega,
I
you got
like him. Okay.
Coach Ford,
I'm going off
You can
girls
put
right
Coach
now. I'm going off girls.
Ford in
Ford at
there. Put
Douglasville,
Ford in there.
Ford,
Ford at Douglasville.
Okay.
who else?
How many
She
that
just slipped my
I,
is?
mind.
I, I give you
Clark,
Kelsey
San
Oh
Antonio
yeah,
Clark
Kelsey
coach.
Baker for sure.
Kelsey Baker over at Mesquite.
So
Yeah,
For
y'all talking
sure.
about
that's
nothing. But
six.
hey, y'all
That's
talking about
six.
number Dallas. We get to talk about Houston, man. Yeah.
But hold on. We had six though. We had six. We had six.
Yeah.
Who
Uh,
else we got?
Go to
Oh,
Houston. No. So go to Houston. Go to Houston right quick. Go
Houston.
to Houston.
I
Go to Houston.
don't know
Yeah,
nobody down there.
No,
Will.
I
yeah,
want Eddie
Saint.
Kane to go there.
Uh, do you count South Springs head coach?
Garbage.
Well,
Hey, who was the coach from San Antonio that took the job at DeSoto?
oh Chapman.
Chapman.
Yeah,
He won. You count him?
yeah.
Okay, that's seven.
Bro,
Um,
just because you got talent on the team don't mean you a good coach.
No,
I
I
he ain't
agree.
agree.
got nothing over there.
I
Cause you
agree.
got to show me, that you can go win with nothing. Now, if you
Yeah.
can show me you can go win with nothing, then you're a great coach.
And,
But if
and I
you
was
if
about
you, you don't get no McDonald's
So you
kids and say, "Oh,
so you
I'm a
saying
good
there's no
coach."
good
That
coaches
don't
in
make you a
Houston?
good coach.
You
No,
saying there's no good
no,
coaches in Houston?
no, no,
No.
no. Hold up, I take
no,
that back. That boy
no.
at C King, I like that
I was
boy at C
about
King
to say
now.
Steve King.
Yeah, I
Steve
like. No,
King.
hold up. And the white boy at Summer Creek, but he
He
gone. He done left Summer
gone,
Creek.
yeah. That's
Now
Donnie. That's
Donnie,
an
that's a
ugly
bad
coach.
boy right there.
Donnie can coach.
That was the.
Dottie. Where he at?
Listen,
Where he at?
I don't know, but he couldn't
Donnie can
deal with that,
coach.
bro. That it was
Oh,
too much. It was too much flavor
and
over there, man. He
and
left, man.
they go to show like it's like it's hard to build a culture at the end of the day. So it's kind of like I
Donnie
think that's
was the
what
best
I
coach that
that,
I ever seen in a long time, man.
Yeah,
I
he can
think that's where
coach.
the transferring comes in because at the end of the day, as a coach, it's hard to build a culture. It takes about three
Mobley.
years,
Who's
3 4 years.
Mobley?
But let me tell you something, though,
Mobley.
y'all.
Who's
What I see
who's
now,
Mobley?
yeah, Coach
Mobley.
Mobley, see, he left
Oh,
Yeah,
Madison.
okay,
He
yeah,
went
yeah,
out.
yeah.
okay,
What's his name?
Oh, big boy,
Coach
big boy,
Mobley.
big boy. Big. Oh yeah, he
No,
went.
little short dude. Little short dude. Coach Mobley
Oh
left
yeah,
Madison. He
Yeah,
won all the state championships at
yeah,
that,
Madison.
mm,
that's his
yeah,
coach. Yeah,
Now he's down in Houston. Now he's down in Houston.
at C
okay,
King, right? And
Yeah,
he used
yeah,
to,
yeah.
yeah. That's his name.
and he used to be a college coach as well.
Yeah, he can coach.
Yeah, he can
Yeah.
coach. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
him.
he can
okay.
coach. Yeah, he can coach.
Prevost,
Uh, but
Prevost.
what I tell some of these high school coaches that I train some of their kids is nobody spends enough time in the junior highs.
Oh, don't nobody want to go there. They don't want to
Yeah,
go
don't
there.
nobody spend no time with the junior
They
highs. Don't
don't want to go
nobody
there.
don't nobody start a culture and a program in the junior. That's where you get your
Yeah,
kids
yeah,
at.
yeah. That's where you start the culture building.
Man, you're supposed to have the coldest seventh grade
Yeah,
A team and coldest eighth grade A team around,
yeah.
nigga. You try to go play. You try to go play everybody. Y'all bus go everywhere.
Right.
We trying to play everybody.
And I
That's
think
how
that's where
cold. That's
I
how
think that's where
cold
the
second
transfer
your
comes
program.
in though, because it's easier to get kids to come in
Yeah,
than it is to build a culture.
yeah,
It's hard to build a culture, but that's why Duncanville stays good.
yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
DeSoto stays good. That's why La Vega stays good. That's why all these teams you obviously see
Why do they stay good?
because
Because
Well,
they
they building the babies.
La
yeah.
Vega got low income.
We don't
They
do
can't
that.
move around. They gotta stay there. They not
Yeah,
moving around down in Waco like
that
that.
Waco, they ain't
They
doing
ain't
all
moving
that.
around in Waco like that,
So
man.
LeVay,
Listen, now, he's sitting there.
everybody po out there
He,
on welfare,
he's sitting,
so they ain't
yeah,
going nowhere.
he's sitting in a perfect situation. He got goons. He got goons trying to
He
get out
got
to the
food
league.
stamp babies, man. And I love me
Yeah,
a food stamp baby.
yeah,
They, hey, no. They look at things totally different, Eddie
they
Kane.
do.
They gotta go
They
get it.
do.
They ain't got no other way
Yeah,
But
out,
but
baby.
listen though, but listen
Look at
though,
that
the
mother, look at
suburb
that Joker KP.
but
yeah.
li- but listen though, the suburbs is starting to leave past the food stamps babies. Why? Because of the training, because of the access to the resources, being able to play. That's like the inner city kids. You don't see them like thriving like they used to back in the day. You don't see that. You see a lot of suburb kids. You see a lot of suburb kids. Cause why? The funding, the money, the
Well,
training.
let
And they might not even be the
and,
best training, but
and the politics. It's a lot of politicking going on out here too, man. Come
A
on
yeah,
now.
whole lot
that's
of
very
I
that.
go,
true. That is true.
I go watch some of these kids that's high in favor, man, and they don't be what they done told me they was, dog. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
man. I'm just quiet. I just watch and go on about my business. I don't
right.
say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it be a lot of politicking out here. It be a lot of politicking, man.
I don't think
Why
it's. I
why
don't.
is it that Z? Why is it that?
I mean, I ain't never
Power.
did it. I ain't finna do it. I ain't gonna kiss nobody ass to write a write up on my
Yeah.
Yeah.
son or
Yeah.
my daughter. I'm not gonna do that. You go get that shit out the mud like your old man did.
Right.
You go get that
Facts.
shit out the mud. Y'all, I went and got it out the mud. I expect my kids to get out the mud.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why people paying people to write up shit and put these false narratives out. Then you go see the kid play and you're like, damn, they said the kid was this and the kid was that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the same thing the college coach say when they see him. Like, what the fuck? Nah,
Yeah,
that ain't it.
yeah. They say in today's time, baby, you can pay to be an ESPN can. You got about
But
thirty
that,
five hundred
but
dollars. You can pay to be an
but
ESPN
that's
kid, baby.
that's why the game is watered down though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's why the game is. Well, it ain't necessarily the competition is down. I think at the end of the day, a lot of parents and kids care about, oh, let me get ranked,
Yeah.
So
let
do
me
you
get this, let me get
do,
that.
do you think do
So if
you
I
think
got
that
the
hurt the
bread,
kid or help the kid if you go pay $3,500 to be
It
an
hurt.
ESPN
it
kid?
hurts. That's automatic hurt.
Yeah, cause you not that kid.
Yeah, that
But
automatic.
eventually it's gonna come out.
It
Eventually
hey,
the real you
everything
gonna
in the
come
dark
out.
gotta come to the light.
Guess guess where it come out at most of the time when they get picked up by a top
Yep.
UAA team or a top Adidas team or a top EYBL team. They go to their first practice. They go to their first damn practice with just the girls and the coach. That's when everybody be like, oh hell no.
Hey, you said it just right too.
Eventually everybody gotta line up. That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a
So
yes,
have you
fact.
so
yes.
Eddie Kane, Ashley, Z, have y'all ever looked at that top 100 list and questioned like how in the hell this kid on there?
All the time.
Mhm.
You do it
All
all the time.
the time. All the time.
And
Yep.
again, that's
I mean,
why
you
the
got to
portal
respect
numbers.
everybody's
But
opinion.
that's
At the end of the
that's
day,
why the
that's their
portal
job.
numbers so high though. Because some of these kids they gonna get by. They gonna get to those schools, and guess where they at the next year? The portal.
I'm not gonna ever disclose a college coach that told me something. But this college coach told me, Z, we picking the best of the bullshit now.
That's a good one.
That's a
The
good one.
best of
That's what he told me.
That's a good
That's
one.
exactly what he told me.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Damn.
But yeah, that's how I really look at it though. Like I just think like it's hard because I agree with the trend. Like I don't agree with the transfer rule, but I think at the end of the day, the object of the goal, like high school winning, isn't important as college in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think you're
Yeah.
gonna necessarily get fired because you lose. Because you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get fired
But
because you lose in
I
most
had
of the
a
season.
I had a high school coach tell me that. I had a high school tell me that on Facebook today that if you don't win, you lose your job. I had a high school coach tell me that.
at the high
What?
school
What?
level.
At the
I
high
don't
school
agree with
level?
Yeah.
Stop
that.
it, Z. Stop it,
Man,
Z.
Uh,
chill, bro.
Stop it,
go
Z.
go
I can
hey
name a school right now that's
go
been
on
having a losing season for a long time, and they
go
still
on
got the
my
same
post.
head coach.
Go on my post on Facebook and just go down the feed and you'll see it.
High school job is not on the line, bruh.
I know. Hey, listen. I know some high school coaches that just create. They produce graduates and great kids,
Yep, ain't nothing wrong with
and
that.
they've
Ain't nothing
had, and
wrong with
they've
that.
had their job, and they've had their job for years.
That's why a coach can. That's why a coach can be there for 20 years. You rarely gonna see a college coach be somewhere for 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The turnaround time for a college job and a high school job is
it's
in
totally
two
totally
different
different ball game.
two
Totally
totally
different ball
different
game.
ball games.
Yeah. And even at that level, because I done been to Tennessee, I done been to A&M, I done been to now Alabama, and I've been to Pine Bluff. I've been to SWAC too. Nigga. I done seen them all. So
Mm-hmm.
listen to this. At some schools, it's up to what the AD is invested in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that
Yep.
college coach job might still be safe because if it's not a priority where they got to win like that,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they graduate all their players, they cool.
Yep. Nah, Cliff, for real. A coach can be at a school, a high school, and if the AD don't care about losing or winning,
Yeah,
bruh, he can have that job for 10 years of losing
yeah,
season and be getting a check. And
yeah.
that's where I go to say, you the
Well,
that coach probably gonna have a stud within that 10 years, but that kid gonna have to stay there all 4 years because of the freaking UIL rule because he can't go nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? And that kid want to have a chance to win. So you
Mm-hmm.
can't. That's why I say I don't agree with the rule because you hurting the kid that want to win. I think winners should hang around winners. Winners shouldn't want to hang around losers at the end of the day. So if your culture is based off losing, you don't care about winning. Why do I have to stay here to go to school? I'm gonna be going to school somewhere else. Like I'm gonna get my education because I know I need my education to go to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you saying. I get what you're saying. And I like my thing is if I got some dogs that can fight with me, that's my issue. If I got some dogs that can fight with me at my school, we finna rock out together.
Right.
Now, now,
I
now,
agree. I agree with
now,
that. I agree with that.
if I don't have nothing and I'm this type of player, and I just want one chance to try to play against such and such and play against such and such. And I get you. I
Yeah.
get you. You know what I'm saying? This school ain't did nothing in basketball ever. The coach have an hour practice. We don't practice on Saturdays. That's when you know you're not at a basketball
Right.
school. Then you know what I'm saying? You just 1 hour after school, you come home, you ain't
Right.
even wet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know you're not at a basketball school. So if you're serious about it, then I understand those moves like that. But a lot of these kids be at basketball schools, bro. They just don't like what they playing with, and they can't elevate. They can't elevate their team.
So when you say elevate, what do you like? So say for instance, okay, give me a basketball school that's not Duncanville to start off, or let me see who else.
Cedar Hill.
Who else? Cedar Hill. So
Yep.
they don't have no 5 stars
Nope.
on their team.
Nope.
They ain't got no 5 stars. They
They
only
don't
get
got no 3 stars.
I was about to say 3 stars.
They
Yeah.
ain't got no 3 stars.
I,
Yeah.
I got a question. I hate to jump out. What is considered a 3 star? I've been wanting to ask. Now that y'all all on here, what is
That's a good
considered a three
question.
star?
That's a
Yeah.
great
I
question.
Okay.
mean,
Can I answer that?
yes, you
Yeah,
can.
you got a 5 star, so you should be that. Yeah.
I was a 3 star.
Oh well.
But
See, I was a
but
three
but
star.
but but 3 stars are not even on the ESPN list. So how do you know if a kid is a 3 star?
They right under the radar of a 4 star. They right under that radar. They just didn't get the like I didn't get the pub that the dudes that was ahead of me that you know what I'm saying. I wasn't on one of them teams that traveled like they traveled.
So so
Mm.
so 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 I made a phone call to Jason Key and I asked him what was Shantari considered. He said a 3 star. That's what
Yeah,
he
and that's not a
told
bad.
me.
I can see that. I
And
can see
that's
that.
not
Yeah.
bad. I always put. You ever see my post? I put three star to pro,
Mm-hmm.
3 star to 10-year pro. I always put that as a hashtag because no, kids need to know that you can still be a pro,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, being a 3 star.
But why
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
if they're a 3 star? I never got into it and asked him, but I never even asked KP. Why don't you put that out there? At least give that kid some notoriety, or give them something to look
Yeah.
forward to
Yeah.
show them that they're a 3 star. Y'all agree with
I
that,
get you.
or does
Now,
it? I
I
feel like
agree
that matters.
because
I agree
I
with that.
think off top, like if you see 3 star, like that ain't nothing that just sound good or look good. It's like, well, 3 star. Why am I not a 4 star?
Right.
Why
Yeah.
am I not?
It
So
brings up another conversation.
yeah,
The
Right.
It's
first time
not
I
really
ever
the
saw it.
celebration.
The
right.
It
first
brings up
time
another
I
conversation.
ever saw it, real. First time I ever saw 3 star was in an article they wrote up when I was going to Utah State. They said we signed 3 star athlete Zaji Green.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I ever saw a 3 star.
Mm.
I just don't understand why KP and Shane and KP them don't talk about it. Why don't you put those stars by those kids'
It's
names?
marketing. What?
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. It's
I look
marketing.
at it. I look at it like this. When you see 5 star, 4 star, that's the most stars you can get, right? So I look at it like if you put a 3 star on TV, it's kind of like, well, why are you placing them with the 4 or 5 star? Because I think when I
Well,
look at
I think
when
it
I
should
look
be a
at four or
star if
five
you're a
star,
one star.
I think you should be dominating every game that you play 9 times out of 10 if you're a 4 or 5 star.
So then why do we do McDonald All American
Come on,
nominees then? Why do we do
man.
that?
Why do we
Thank
do
you.
Now,
it?
Why do we do that?
I think it's a waste of
Why
time
we do that?
because they already know who's gonna be in the
They already
McDonald's All
know who
American.
they going.
They already
But
know.
If you're not the top,
I'm saying
if you're
though,
not top 25 in the country, you're not going to be a McDonald's kid,
Well, top
yeah,
24,
huh?
24, 24. It's
24.
24.
Well,
24.
well, Miara O'Neal was 31 and she was a McDonald's kid.
Okay, what we talking about? We talking about somebody's kid. LeBron James' kid was 60 something. He was a McDonald's.
Hmm.
Bron
Bonnie
was
was
60.
60?
Now
Yes.
he was 30. He finished 34. He finished 34. His
Well, he
last.
was 60 the last time I saw it,
And,
boy.
and,
Yeah,
and
I
if he
think
wasn't
he.
a McDonald's kid, LeBron was gonna tear that joint up.
Yep.
Gonna tear that joint
Yep.
up. And
Yeah, yeah.
Carmelo Anthony's son gonna be a McDonald's kid.
But
He
he
a
good
true
though. He
he a
good.
true McDonald though. He a
Yeah,
true
yeah.
McDonald.
He good. He good. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna.
that boy, like
Yeah,
like they say on Coming to America, that boy good.
good. Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good.
Yeah, that boy
He's
good.
he's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
that's my thing. I think UIL is just I think the shot clock thing, like we I just
That'll never happen.
I just think, bro, at the end of the day, I don't want to make it a black and white thing, bro. At the end of the day, we the ones that bring the most revenue in for the sport. Regardless the football, basketball, even on the girls' side, like we the ones bring the most revenue, but you wanna hold us to this certain box and put rules and regulations behind. I think we do need rules, you know what I'm saying, to have organization and structure in certain things. But I do think some rules are just meant to be broken for a cause. Like
Well,
that's just
I
me.
agree
That's
because
just me.
we not preparing our high school kids for college without a shot clock.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're not preparing them for college. The state of Texas is not preparing kids for college. And I think they're not doing it because it will expose coaches.
Woo
Mm-hmm.
woo.
Absolutely.
But they go back to kids playing for a coach that really can't coach. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Man, I can't say what I want to say,
yeah,
man.
you can say you can say what you want to say.
I can't say
They go
what I want to
they
say.
already screen recording anyway, so it don't even matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I'm
can't say.
just
I tell you what, a lot of these high school coaches, they clout chasing off of kids, man. I'm sorry, man. They clout chasing off of kids. You know you can't coach. You're trying to take credit for what that kid already done. You know what I mean? You're trying to get another job. You're trying to get on the board of directories. You're trying to be an AD off that kid name. Come on, man. Man, I
Yeah.
got a call the other day. You know what somebody told me, man? That a high school coach told them that they're responsible for everything that's going on with my kid, man.
Who
And
is?
man, Eddie Kane, I just don't want to get into this right now. We gonna say this for another time, Eddie Kane, man.
Nah, you said somebody responsible for somebody else's actions.
Somebody,
no.
a high school,
For
we're
her
telling
success.
that a
For
high
her
school,
success.
that
A high school coach said they are responsible for Shantaria's
everything
success.
that's happening to her right now is because of them.
Really?
The kid wouldn't even be in college if it wasn't for them.
How?
Your guess good as
Did you
mine, brother.
did you pay for training? Did you feed her? Did you house her? Did you clothe her?
Man, these people have lost their goddamn mind,
But
man.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think that even for the media people, like I would never say, "Oh, I helped that kid wouldn't be there if it wasn't for me."
Yeah.
Like I play a 2% part of that kid's story if I film them. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know how many kids I done helped. You hear what I said? I don't know how many kids I done helped get into college.
Look,
But when they call me, ask me to come be at the table with them when they sign it, I just tell them, hey man, I appreciate the call and I appreciate everything, but I don't go,
and
man.
and and and,
They mamas and daddies done did their part. I done did my part. Coaches done did their part. I ain't taking all
and
the
I'm and
credit
I'm
for
and
that
and
shit, man.
and,
You
and
know
I'm
what I'm
and
saying?
I'm
You
gonna
know,
say and I'm gonna say this for the record. Z, I don't never reach out to nobody for help, right? I
Mm,
reached out to Z and I say, Z, man, I don't usually do this, bro, but Shantaria ain't got no offer. Z said, what? I'm finna get an offer right now. He said, you should have been told me that. I said,
mm,
Z, she going into 11th grade year, man. These people that blackball me, man, she ain't got no offer. Z say, man, that's finna change today. Z
mm.
went and got her first offer that day from
Go.
UAPB. From UAPB. That same day. Z got that done the same day. Like the same day. Z filmed the coach Don. Coach Don say this kid ain't got no offers. What? Like And it jumped out from there. It jumped out from there. But Z was responsible for Shantae getting her first Division One offer.
Hmm.
He didn't take no credit for that.
Right.
He didn't go posting that.
That was my first time hearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, there's a lot of stuff that went on. There's a lot of these kids out here. I don't say nothing, man.
Yeah.
I let the parents
Yep.
do what they do, let the coaches do what they
Yep.
do, bro. I'm in my own lab, bro. I'm in my own
Yep.
lab doing my own thing. I don't bother nobody, man. I don't
Facts.
bother nobody, man.
Facts. Because that's how I look at it. Because like me being a parent, like I'm not finna let nobody take credit for saying they helped my. You know what I'm saying? Like just being on the other side of that. I'm not finna
Well,
let
it's
nobody.
happening. It's happening. It's happening, brother.
Yeah.
It's happening, brother. It's
What?
life too. It's happening.
What you
And
mean?
let me tell you something, Ed. When kids got a strong father figure,
Woo!
man, let me tell you something about that,
Woo!
bro. Let
Yeah.
me
Woo!
tell you something
Yeah.
about that, bro.
You
I know
better
Let
go
me
ahead,
exactly
tell
Z.
you
where you
Talk
finna
something.
about it,
go.
Z.
I
Talk
already
Man,
know
about
where
it,
you
see,
finna
Z.
go.
Talk
when you
about
got
it, Z.
strong, when kids got a strong father figure, man, you scare the shit out these
Yeah.
folks, man.
Talk
I'm telling
about
you,
it,
man.
Z. Talk about it,
I'm
Z.
telling you, man. And my son don't get shit, half the shit he's supposed to get
Hmm.
just because I'm his fucking father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna say this tonight. And I never said this. And I'm gonna say this for 4 corners tonight. And I never disclosed this with nobody. Me and Shantaria was so embarrassed, and we kept this a secret. The Big 12 offers, all the Big East offers, they pulled away from her. St. John's, Seton Hall, UCF, Houston, everybody pulled away from her because of who her father was, man. They felt like I was too strong of a man. They felt like I was too involved, so they wanted nothing to do with that kid because of me.
Cause they couldn't manipulate you.
They couldn't
Right.
manipulate me, man.
That's it. That's it.
It
At the end of the day,
wasn't that
when
it
you
wasn't that
stand
she
ten
didn't have a
toes
talent.
down.
It wasn't that she didn't have a talent to go play in the Big 12 or the Big East. They didn't want to deal with me.
Yep.
They didn't want to
Yeah,
deal with me, man. Let's set the record straight tonight. They didn't want to
yeah,
deal with
yeah,
me. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's like that boy over there, Jose Fernandez over there at US South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
That boy called me and Shantaria. I'm through hiding all this shit. He called us and he tried to force us into commitment. Force us into commitment. We didn't commit it, man. That man went ran and told all the coaches she had bad grades, she had this, she had that. Man, them people did so much hateful shit to me and my kid, man. He tried to force our hand because he say, if y'all don't commit today, I'm pulling the offer. Brother, how we gonna commit to something we ain't never seen?
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
How we gonna commit to something we never seen? We not desperate. Brother, if I and y'all, I'm not gonna lie, as a father, I almost made my kid sell her soul and she say, Pop, I know you ain't doing this, like, this ain't even your style. You wanna commit to something, and she had to wake me up. I said, you so right. Like, I was gonna be a sucker and commit to something I had never seen.
Somebody
And come
yeah,
said the same thing.
You
and
said
come to
what?
yeah,
find out, I was gonna put
Uh.
my kid in a whole fucked up situation. They said that man abusive over there to kids. That man did all the shit to that kid Priscilla that play over there with Jack over there with Special. Dog, I was gonna put my kid in a situation to be abused by a person.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And your
Come
kid
on,
would have been
yeah,
man.
just.
And that would have been on me, Eddie Kane.
Yep. Yep.
That would
You
have been
right.
on me, Eddie Kane.
Yep.
I would have had to answer for that. But bro, not only that, bro, like a lot of these coaches try to force our hand in the commitment, bro. Like forcing it, bro. That's like with the Liberty stuff, forcing our hand in commitment. Man, Eddie Kane, we got to do a sit down, man. I got a story
yeah.
to tell, man. I
I
got a
got a
real
bunch
story.
of them to tell too.
I
I
got a
got something.
story. I
Off
got a
of the
story to tell, man.
podcast.
I got a
Listen, man.
story to tell, man. I got a story to tell. Cause Eddie Kane, I'm gonna be honest with you, Eddie Kane. I was on the way to UCF for our visit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And them people called and said they canceled it. And me and Shantae was like, what, a day before? Big 12. Come to find out, somebody went pull strings. Somebody went told Coach Messner, you don't want to fuck with him. That's a true nigga. You
Who?
don't want to fuck with him. Yes, man. Yes. Yes, brother. You don't want to deal with him. He gonna tear your program apart.
That's
All of a
crazy.
sudden somebody then committed, Z. Somebody committed. We're gonna go in a different direction. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Because you was looking at either it was gonna be Chloe Mann or Shantaria.
Right.
Chloe Mann went in a different direction and went to Cincinnati. You was only after them too. So we was gonna go down there, but somebody had made a phone call from Texas, man. Somebody made a phone call from Texas, man. I'm telling you what I know. Huey told Huey, don't mess with the dad. Huey told me, Huey didn't even know I was Shantaria daddy and told me out his mouth. Man, I heard the daddy a handful. I like the kid, but I can't. They saying don't deal with the dad. He don't even know I'm the dad. Flip from Texas A&M say, and he went to Flip and Flip say, man, that's Shantaria daddy you was talking to. That's
Hey man,
Shantaria daddy you was talking to.
That's
Man,
crazy.
this is a
That
dirty
you know,
game,
bro.
Z. This is a dirty
I
game,
know,
Z. This is a
I know
dirty
it is.
game, bro. This
I
this is
know
a
it is.
dirty game, man.
I know it is,
It's a
bro.
dirty
You ain't gotta tell
game.
me.
But you
I
know
know
what
it is.
though? I'm gonna say this though. God don't make no mistakes, cause guess what, man? God ain't gonna let no harm be done to his child, man. He
That's
gonna
a
take
Nah.
care
fact.
of his children, man.
That's
And
a
guess
fact.
what? He
Yeah.
taking care of mine right now. I can
Getting
tell you
Yeah.
busy.
that, man.
Getting busy.
Yeah.
He's taking care of mine right now. And guess what? We happy. We happy because God ain't gonna let us fail, man. He with us, man. We serve the Lord, man. So he ain't gonna let us fail. You can do harm
Yeah.
all you want. I'd rather for somebody to do harm to me than my child. Hurt
Yep.
me.
Me too.
Yep.
Hurt
Me
me,
too.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Do wrong to me.
Me.
Leave
Yep.
my kid alone, man. Cause
I'm gonna tell
that's
you.
gonna take me to something different.
I'm gonna tell you, Will. One game Zay was playing is a referee reffing. I used to give him 50. He heard me in the stands. He heard me in the stands, and he started calling everything on my baby, man.
Oh my God.
I got some stories, y'all. I got some stories, man.
Cause
I
your
mean,
daddy's
my nigga was
busy.
like, what's going on? And every time he would blow that whistle, he would stare at me.
Mm.
Hmm. So, I tell people all the time, man, you do everything you can as a father to protect your kids,
Mm-hmm.
and you try to keep them out of harm's way. And I always preach to mine, stay in the kids' place, let your dad handle all that.
Right.
But you I mean it's hard as a dad sometimes to stay quiet.
Oh yeah,
I
Yeah.
it
understand,
is for sure.
I understand why we're so passionate, and when people start messing with your kids, bro,
Yeah.
you go to another level, man. Yeah, you go to another level. And I know some of these parents right now want to go to another level with the UIL because it's going to be a lot of other stuff come out because parents are going to start telling them their business.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely. That's what
Yep.
I was.
I was
That's the
just. I
thing.
Yeah,
was.
yeah,
We
yeah,
didn't get to
Listen.
that.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing,
Listen.
though. We didn't get to that.
yeah,
This
Listen.
is just the
yeah,
beginning. Like
You
it
think
yeah.
just
you
got
We
think
got
started.
they'll
to
know now? Oh,
yeah,
you know such and such was
yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah.
Shit. Your
So
stuff
if
ain't
you out here moving dirty, you better get your ducks in a row, goddamn, because they finna come.
calm.
They finna come.
They
This,
coming for
My
sure.
hey,
my
you
baby
hear
ain't playing. My baby ain't playing. Your baby ain't playing either.
me? And bro, and that's the bad thing. Like
I know.
that's that
I
and that's
know.
the worst and that's the worst part. That's the worst
Yep.
part. Cause it's
That's
gonna
the worst
cause a
part.
lot of kids to not be able to play.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
real quick, Genevieve said
Us.
time her in.
Oh, I didn't even see the
Us.
question.
Yeah. Now that's the thing. Is we at the beginning. And
Yep.
it sucks.
Yep.
It sucks. It's gonna hurt the kids. Like, what up, Akil?
Hey guys,
Hey.
Z, what's
What,
up, man?
what's up, girl?
Nothing. I've been listening to y'all. Y'all are 1,000,000% true. This is a dirty game right now.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And if you ain't got it together, if you ain't got a friend in this game right now, you really don't have one.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I was gonna say. It ain't no
You don't
friends.
have one right now.
Now my thing is, does it take rubbing elbows with them to get in? And I
And
and
see,
I
that's what I
and I
can't. I
and I
can't
think
do it.
and I think I think that's the wrong way to go about it. I'm not gonna rub elbows with anybody to get to where I need to
Yeah.
go.
I
But
can't do it.
But see,
I
I can't do it.
but
so
but
it,
I hate that. I just
it's
yeah, that don't even make me
two,
sit right in my spirit.
it's a two-sided coin to that though.
Yeah.
So this is what it is. When you rub elbows with everybody, but after that, it's the way you go about it. After now, I'm not kissing nobody ass.
Yeah.
That's not. It's probably that's just not gonna be what I do. But as far as like rubbing elbows and getting your name in rooms and talking to people, and you have to do that. That's what this game is. Like it's about who you know. 1,000,000%. It's about
The good Lord made my phone die. That's what Will said.
Will phone die?
the Will was going in. Hey,
Yeah, Will. Yeah.
go ahead and do it with a YouTube on him. Ask
Yeah,
him
yeah, yeah, yeah.
live
Yeah.
Real funny.
Nah.
between Will's story and I know Z got some stories.
Man,
Boy,
Listen,
it,
man.
it, you got to rub elbows with people. That's the
But
game.
I guess it goes to what you're saying, like, what's the extent, the limit that you're gonna go
Absolutely.
to rub elbows? Because I do
yeah,
think networking is a key to moving up the chain and stuff like that. But I think like what you do or what they say you got to do that is the key. Because like I said, if somebody tell me, hey, you got to do this, do that to get there, and I don't really believe in that, like I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of, because it ain't gonna sit right.
It
Like,
only takes
But
one time.
but that backfires. Not the rubbing elbows and being cordial and networking, but when you go to kissing ass and getting your kids stuff that they really haven't
yeah,
earned,
Mhm.
yep,
that backfires on you.
yep.
Just-
That backfires on you because if your kid is really not that
It,
type of
Yeah.
player,
it's gonna come out.
Yep.
It's
yes,
gonna come
and that's
out.
even worse. That's worse for the kid.
Absolutely.
oh, that's a
You're
good
doing.
one. Networking start turning into favors.
You right,
Yep,
Zoe.
Oh,
That
who
That's
said
yep,
that? I don't even see that.
ooh,
that's
yep,
Alonzo Harris. He on the boys side real heavy. He coaching
I
yeah.
at
can't
Showtime.
even
He
see the
coached my
comment.
he coached my son. He coached my
Yeah.
son this summer.
Yeah.
He coached my son with Dallas
Yeah.
Showtime. That coach
okay,
Zoe.
No,
That coach Zoe. Yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
yeah, no, that's the part that I was getting to. That networking start turning into favors, and I don't do good with favors.
it definitely it
Yeah,
definitely does more harm to your kid
yep,
Oh
because
wait,
at the end of the day,
never
the
mind.
kid, your kid know they not like that, and your kid
Yeah.
know
Yeah,
the rooms they need to be in. Your kid know how they. Your kid know that.
mm-hmm,
So at at one point, stage gonna get way too big for them because they know they're not
Yep.
supposed to be on that stage,
right,
and it exposes kids. Now you got them in the mess. You got him being or him or she her being something that they not.
yeah, that's a fact.
mm-hmm,
And
Yep.
you can't do your kids like just like Coach Will said, bro. You do anything for your kid. You
yeah,
gotta do right by them though.
yeah,
So a lot of things that happens too. A lot of these kids don't know what their parents are behind the scenes doing.
mm-hmm,
A lot of these parents and handlers running their mouth and doing this and doing that,
Kirby.
and they kids just try to hoop.
yep,
I know a lot of kids who really just want to
yep,
hoop. They like, Dad,
Yeah,
come on, Mom, come
I
on.
said that. I said that on my little thing this morning. A lot of these kids just want to hoop, man.
yep,
You know what I'm saying? Like they just want to hoop, bro. They ain't worried about what school they go to. They ain't worried about none of that. They just want to hoop. You know, and so sometimes when these parents get overly involved in making decisions,
Absolutely.
they 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 mess their kids. They mess their kids' whole journey up.
Yep.
yeah,
They messed their kids' whole journey up, man. That's what I was saying this morning when I did my little thing. I know Ashley, I know you seen it,
yeah,
but listen, all I was saying was, in no way, in no form or fashion, I'm gonna risk my kids' eligibility.
right,
yeah. That's a fact.
Yep.
I'm just not gonna do that. Because that's not fair to
yeah,
them.
Yeah.
That's not fair to them. You know what I'm saying? Until the UIL come out and say, hey, you can go wherever you want to go. We ain't got shit to say no more. Now,
mm-hmm,
if they just said that, then it's time to move. We can go wherever we want to go now.
right,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then if your kid get over there and the coach sold you a lie and he got a bunch of other good players over there and your ass still sitting on the bench, that's your fault.
Yeah.
mm-hmm,
That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So, I tell people all the time, protect your kids at all times.
Yeah.
yeah,
Protect your kids. That goes with high school ball. That go with AAU. That go with everything. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying?
yeah.
But I think the competitiveness in Texas is watered down now. Nobody wants to play against each other no more.
No.
Yeah,
Nobody wants to.
that's
Nobody
it.
want to be that. Let me tell y'all a story before I get off this, because we'll be on here all night. Let me tell y'all. When Zay and Kennedy Carter was in high school together, listen, Tim of you played Duncanville the first game every year. Tim of you came to Duncanville. Kennedy Carter gave Zay 40 in her gym.
Yeah.
40.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember.
My baby didn't sleep for 2 weeks
I believe it.
waiting on the Frisco Liberty tournament because Timberview was in it.
Yeah,
Timberview was on one side, Duncanville was on the other side.
yeah.
They met in the championship game. Zay dropped 40 back on
I,
Kennedy and won the
hey,
championship.
hey, bro,
See, we
I
don't
remember
get none
that.
of that no more. We don't get none of that no more. We don't get
Yeah,
none of
we
that
ain't
no
getting
more.
that.
No,
I
we
love
don't
y'all
get none of
kids.
that
And I,
no more. We don't
I
get
love
none of
y'all,
that,
but
bro.
we ain't none
I'm
of
telling
y'all doing that right
listen,
now.
I'm telling you from a tournament director standpoint, I'm gonna tell you this. When we try to make those matchups, coaches
Oh,
are
they
running from that smoke.
calling. Yeah. Hey, we don't want to play this part. We don't want to
They
play this
running,
game.
What?
We,
bro. I get
no.
calls,
Real
ask
true
Earl.
story. Listen, true
Me
story.
and Earl,
I just
bro.
talked to
Me and
I had
Earl
a
get those calls.
conversation about Hoop Fest. And
Yep,
literally that same conversation. It's
bro.
some teams out here running. I'm
Tell
just
you,
Yeah.
saying.
bro. As a tournament director, they look at us and they be like, "Why ain't this matchup? Why ain't this matchup? I got so good at this summer. I got so good with. I don't know. Ask the coach, cause I got tired of getting the blame. I want the matchups. I'm a hooper. I want the
Fast.
good matchups.
Yeah.
But once we make the schedule and we matching these teams up, bro, coaches are calling us. Hey,
Real.
we don't need to play them. I don't want to play them. They
Rick,
running from snow.
guess
What?
what? This era of kids and parents. First of all, the era of kids and parents now, parents are scared to see their kids
Come
fail.
on,
Yeah,
And,
Z.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
kids are scared to fail.
Come
But it's
on,
because of
Z.
the parents, though.
That's the era we in now.
It's because of the
That's the era we
parents.
in now.
Absolutely.
You got to think the kids feed off what the parents. If you a scary parent, if you scared to take risks, your kid gonna be the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your kid gonna be the
Yeah.
same way. But if you a risk taker, they see you pushing through certain things. Your kid they might be a little jittery, but they gonna try it just because you
A
trying
lot,
it. Like that's just
a lot of,
But
a lot of these kids have that mountaintop syndrome. They started at the mountaintop
yeah.
because
Yeah.
their parents worked to the mountaintop, so they already started at the mountaintop. And they parents so damn scared, they not gonna let them fall. They won't
Yeah.
let them fail.
But it's
So
it's what
now,
That's just like
if
Kirby
it's almost like now kids got a pacifier and a bill
yeah.
bone.
absolutely in high school, they got
in
that shit
high
on in high
school.
school.
Yeah.
Yep.
They got it on high school,
But it's what
Yeah.
and they will not
kids
take
are
it out.
entitled. Like kids are entitled between social
Absolutely.
media hype and parents, delusional parents.
Yep.
I
The
don't know.
program suffer.
I don't know
That's
if
a
y'all saw
fact.
that. I don't
That's a
know if
fact.
parents trip out on the way I talk to Zay and talk to Lil Z when we in training. But they know their daddy love them.
Yep.
They know their daddy want the
Yep.
best for them. It's never no confusion on
Yep.
that. But it's real life with me.
Hmm.
It's always real life with me. I want you to hear something from me that no other human being in this world could ever say to you and break
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
Cause they
You
will
know what
do
I'm
it.
saying?
They'll try
Yeah,
it.
they
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 will
will
try
try to
it.
break you. They
They
will
will
Yep.
try to
try it.
break you. Yes,
They will
We never
try it for
got to
sure.
answer this
yes.
question. I don't really know. Like the question was, so what are the loopholes on
Li-
transferring high
Listen,
schools?
Start
can I take this one?
early.
Can I take it?
Yeah,
Go
take
ahead.
it again.
Go ahead. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
This
Oh, I'm back.
free? Oh,
I'm
I'm
back.
like, what happened?
There are no loopholes. Keep your kid at the school where y'all live at. Tell your kid to get the bucket, and they gonna come see them. There's no loopholes. There
There
are
ain't
no
no
loopholes.
loophole.
Keep your
Yeah.
kid where y'all live. Don't follow
bad.
no coaches. Don't follow no other players. Stay where y'all live and get a bucket, bro. Compete.
Hey, ass. Get so good you ain't no
Come
follower.
on,
Bad.
man.
Shit.
Ain't no there's no loophole in it. It's not. Ain't no loophole. And especially now, boy, the UIL is hunting people. You hear
Hey,
me?
Yeah.
No. They not on
certain
people. They
people.
they you
Hunting.
said what?
Certain people.
Yeah.
Certain. There you go. There you
They
go.
hunt. They
After a couple of weeks, it's gonna be everybody. You hear me?
Cause
Everybody.
they finna get to telling.
yep. Everybody by themselves. Now ain't nobody going in that room by themselves and leaving by themselves.
Hey, it's
Absolutely not.
okay, and be okay if your kid can't play.
Can't play.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Exactly. Cause
I'm
that's
just
y'all
saying.
fault.
Ed.
Hey,
Huh?
that's y'all fault as a parent. That's y'all fault as a parent.
yeah.
If you didn't put the time in to get your kid prepared for this late stage in
Yep.
basketball, you had the same 24 hours in a day that everybody else
Yep.
had. You had the same time to do the things you need to do to make your kid better.
Yep.
Yep.
You chose not to. You
Mm-hmm.
chose not to.
Yep.
You right.
But
You
yeah, yeah,
definitely right.
get Will back in here. I was enjoying his conversation. I'll see y'all later. I love
All
y'all.
right.
Hey,
All right, girl.
thanks, Shaquille.
Where we at? There we go. But yeah, nah. I mean, yeah. I mean, there ain't no loopholes. But to go back to what you were
Sheree, do you have
saying,
a daughter
start
or a
young.
son?
I'm back, baby. I'm back. I'm back like I never left, baby.
Hey.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too, though, right? And Z tapped on this. This is what I was coming in. You know, the way I handle my kid is the way I don't want nobody to get it confused. Like I don't love my kid,
Mm-hmm.
but when my kid in the gym, man, I punch a ball in her face. Man, I tell her get the fuck out of here. The way I do with my kid, I'm getting her. Dog, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The game is 80% mental,
Yep.
20% skill. I don't give a damn what you say. The game is 80% mental. If a kid ain't got a strong mental, they not gonna survive and last. Your
Mm-hmm.
No.
mental gotta be strong, man. You cannot be
Portal.
breakable. You
Portal.
got to be unbreakable.
What you say?
Portal.
Portal.
And
Yeah,
Portal.
they're quick,
Portal.
quick.
Portal.
Quick.
Portal.
you.
Yes.
So when I'm in the gym and I'm cussing out, motherfucker, get the fuck out. I'm doing all this. It's out of love. It ain't that I
Yeah.
don't love her. I'm just getting
Yeah.
my baby prepared, man.
Yep.
Cause guess
Yep.
what? The coach called me the other day. She said I got on Sean, and it was like she didn't even phase it. She saying I fussed at one of the girls was crying in practice. I said you'll never see a tear drop down her eyes. I didn't mush basketballs in her face, everything. Like it's it's nothing you can do to break her. And
Yeah.
it's not that I don't love my child. I was getting her prepared for this, for the
Mm-hmm.
next
Yeah.
level. Because you gotta understand, these college coaches call these girls bitches. Get this bitch
Yeah.
out my gym.
Yeah.
Get her, get that
Yeah.
bitch out my gym. I don't know if you
Hey. Hey,
understand.
I had a
Z, am I
kid.
lying? Z,
Will.
am I lying, Z?
Will. I had a kid call me crying. She said the coach said, I don't know which one of my fucking assistant coaches got your ass.
That's not even funny, but whoa.
Damn.
No, listen, bro. They call them girls. I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen,
Yeah.
bro.
And this is, I mean, but if you ain't like Will, Zay freshman year at Tennessee, she was fucking Dr. Phil down there to the girls.
That's crazy. They weren't used to it.
But
Yeah.
Zay,
She was,
Zay, Lex, and all them. Z was cussing them niggas out way like, I'm talking about. Yeah, Z was cussing them out, throwing balls at them and shit. Like the parents wouldn't trip about was Z or not.
Yeah.
The,
no, no.
Lex told me Z would say, "Man, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. You play like trash. Get the fuck away from me." And Z, let's say she would tell Z, "Okay, I'm finna show you,
Yeah.
Luda. I'm finna show you. I'm finna go
Yeah,
play."
yeah,
And she'll go
yeah,
like a fool out there. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He say
yeah.
Lex Z used to tell Kennedy Carter, Lex, Zay, hey, y'all get the fuck away from me, man. Like y'all niggas trash, man. Like get away from me. And they see you
Ain't
can't
no
say
way
that to
you can
kids
talk to a
today.
kid like that
No,
now.
no,
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 no.
not at all.
Man, I'm
Not at
fed
all.
up with you, man. I'm
Yeah,
fed up
I
with you.
got ran out like that. I got ran out, nigga. Shit. I got ran out trying to coach kids hard. And the kid, it don't matter how much you can love on them now. It don't matter how
Mm-hmm.
much you have a relationship with them. As soon as you say something they don't like, it's
It's
over.
Yeah.
over.
And
It's
that's
over.
I literally was just talking to a parent yesterday because we had got into and I thought they was one of those parents that where you couldn't say nothing to their kid, and I'm like, oh nah, and I'm one of those parents like if my kid out of line and I ain't around, I need you to handle that. Like I need you to
Absolutely,
Yeah,
say,
absolutely.
I need you
yeah.
to handle that.
The village,
If you coming from a right place,
the village can no longer raise the
yep,
village. The village can no longer raise the village.
nope. Yeah, I
Man,
need you to handle that.
because when you gotta understand, when I was coming up, Miss Janice can whoop my ass and bring me to home
Yep.
and tell my mama she whooped my ass, and my mama wasn't gonna do nothing.
And you go get another
Yeah.
ass whooping.
Yeah, and another one, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't do that today, man. Man, these parents are cut out with you, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a different day and age. Like it's different, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when Z told me them stories about how he treated Lex and Kennedy, them, I went ask Lex. She's like, yeah. She said, man, Lula used to talk raw to us, man. Like, but we wasn't tripping, and our parents will hear him talking to us and don't say nothing.
Yeah. It's just different time, bro. And that's what's missing, the village. That's
Yeah.
that's why the kids are struggling, because parents are trying to do it by themselves and they
Yep.
not relying on their village to really help and support their kid at the end of the day.
Oh,
Man, I don't bother my son's
you
AAU
go to
coaches. I don't bother my son's high school
you go.
Mm-hmm.
coaches. I let them do what they gonna do.
Eddie Kane, look who home, Eddie Kane.
Who that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you doing home?
Oh,
Oh,
break.
Father.
Oh Lord, have mercy, spoiled ass.
Right.
Oh, break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go back
but
Sunday.
I think that's the biggest key
Yeah.
now is everybody is too much involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at some point you gotta let other people talk to your kids.
Yep.
Lil Z can come in the house now and we can have a conversation about whatever happened and how they, and I explain to him, well, your coach is looking at it like this problem.
Yep.
Your coach looking at it
Yep.
like that problem. It ain't, I'm gonna go talk to your goddamn coach. I'm gonna go talk
Right.
to him right now.
Yeah.
No, we have a conversation. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, well, son, you gotta look at it this way. It could be this, it could be that. Because I called my daddy my freshman year, I was crying. Like, Dad, I want to come home. He said, well, son, is they trying to make you gay? I said, no, sir. He said, is he calling you a nigga? I said, no, sir. He said, well, everything else coaching.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think
That was
that's the part that's missing the business, man. It's just too many parents that get in their feelings about somebody else messing with their kid, bro.
Yeah,
That's all it
yeah.
is. That's the missing piece.
Everything has to be pieced together perfectly
Yep.
now. Can't nothing go wrong. Can't nothing go wrong no more.
Mm-hmm.
Everything got to be pieced together perfectly, man. I hate it for these kids, man, because it just ain't gonna be perfect. You're not gonna play perfect. You're gonna have bad
Yep.
games. It's stuff gonna happen, man. That's a part of life, man. You're gonna have a bad day in life.
Yep.
I tell the kids in my school right now, some of y'all gonna be 35, still living with your mom in that back bedroom, coming out the room with your drawers on, talking about mama, you cook yet.
You better believe it. You better believe it. I keep
That's
stressing that.
the era we in right now.
No, what?
Your ass is gonna be back at home in the house with your mama,
Yep,
asking her did she cook and this, that, and that. I keep saying it.
yep, yep.
Listen, a lot of these kids don't even love basketball. They just doing it because they feel like it's the cool thing to
Yep.
do. They don't love basketball.
That's a
They
fact.
don't love no
right
bas.
there.
They don't love
Let
basketball, man.
alone
Nah,
They just playing
not
it because
just
they friends
basketball.
playing it.
That's any sport. That's any sport. That's football, soccer, cheerleading. They doing it just either because their friends do it, their parents want them to do it, or it's the cool thing to do.
That's a fact.
yep.
At the end of the day.
You know who love it. I tell the kids that I train, I say, listen, we'll know who love basketball when high school basketball season
Yep.
starts. And watch how many motherfuckers don't come to training no more.
Yep.
That's done with.
Yep.
Man, my gym be empty now. Hey, Lil Z said, Dad, I love last night, nigga. I got all the reps, nigga. I did hell yeah. Wasn't nobody in there. I said, it's gonna be like this from here on out, son. You're
Yep.
gonna get about 6 or 7 dedicated kids that gonna come, but everybody else gonna fall off.
Yep.
They gonna fall off,
Because they
bro.
think practice is just enough.
The high school workouts is
It's
enough.
enough.
That's enough.
Anything
That's
else is
enough.
too much.
Hey,
Anything else is
Yeah.
too much.
anything else is too much.
Yep. When
Yep.
when Zay come home, I let her talk to my kids, and she'll tell them about, yeah, I got to get up at this time and do individual workouts, then I do position workouts, then I go with the whole team. All them kids' eyes be like this, like damn,
What?
if you really in love with basketball, that shit ain't gonna bother you.
At all.
It ain't gonna bother you. It ain't, man. I got whoopings behind basketball. I tell people that all the time. I got whoopings because the street lights caught me. I'm riding my bike home in the middle of dark. It's dark. I came out of the gym. It's dark. You know, my mama know I wasn't doing what I wasn't supposed to do. I was playing basketball somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, ain't no love like that no more, man.
Yeah.
I want to start. I want to start doing open runs, but I don't want a politic open run. I want whoever. If you the badass nigga, there's a nigga in there busting your ass. A nigga busting your
Right.
ass. You know.
Yep.
You know. Yeah. Shit. It is what it is. You
Get
know.
back.
I want stuff like that, man. I think it's just too much politics involved in the sport of basketball, youth
Yeah.
basketball, right now.
Yeah.
How you fix that?
Man,
Yeah, I was about to say, I can't even answer that one. I don't know.
Z
I don't
just
know.
said, man.
I, I don't know.
So it ain't
I don't
fixable.
know. I mean, it's so
Oh,
far.
somebody
It's so
said,
far along now. Will, how do you come back?
That's a whole nother topic, though. This person said you got high school coaches that tell kids not to go to training. That is a topic for sure.
Yes, they do.
Now
yes, they do.
that's a very true statement.
Yes.
You got high school coaches that trying to turn kids against their parents.
Oh.
That's a topic there.
Oh.
Look, Z laugh.
Oh.
Hey,
Playing manipulation games, Z. Playing
yeah, yeah.
manipulation games, man. Come on, man. We got to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, man.
I went through that. I went through
Yeah,
that. I
I
know
went
that.
through it too. What you
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
How you
yeah.
Somebody
gonna
said,
how you gonna turn a kid against a parent that clothe them, feed them, house them? How
crazy.
is that even possible?
Crazy.
How is that even possible? Motherfucker gotta come home to me every night, and you talk,
Yeah,
man. Stop it, man. Stop it,
yeah.
man. These coaches, man. These high school coaches, man. We need to talk about high school coaches. That need to be a topic itself, for real.
you know,
Because
you know.
they overstep boundaries a lot. They do overstep boundaries a lot, man. They
Yeah,
do. They overstep boundaries, man. They don't stay in a
but
place.
I tell you what, if as a parent, you know, it's your kid, and if you got a special kid, especially,
Mm.
I think it's important to lay your plan out for those coaches.
Absolutely.
So you should be able to sit down with your AAU coach and tell them the plan that you have for your kid, and your high school
Now,
coach
Not
and
gonna
tell them the
happen.
plan that you have for your
Not
kid.
gonna
now,
happen.
I
Maybe
agree.
AAU. Maybe AAU.
I agree to disagree with you because at the end of the day, yes, but your plan may not add up
Today
to
playing.
But that's why you had a
their vision for.
conversation though. But that's
That's
why
why we
you
need to
had
have a
that's why you
conversation.
had a
That's why we
conversation.
need to have a
I do
You
conversation
can't
agree.
move them
because
from the high school anyways.
No,
For
but
what
I'm
that
saying,
no,
but the
but
conversation has to be had.
it's telling me what I can and can't do.
Exactly.
It's telling you
okay.
let me know.
Okay.
You let me know now what I can and can't do. You
Right.
Exactly.
let me know about what
And
you
I
tell
don't.
me if
But
you
see,
know.
I don't think a lot of parents do that though, and then be mad. But you ain't even had no conversation. How can y'all get on the same page if y'all ain't even talked about it? Like,
Yeah.
I do think that.
And this and Ed, this is only for special kids, bro.
Okay. Okay.
This
Okay.
Well,
this ain't for everybody.
I'm gonna ask y'all this: how do you handle a situation? Is it even possible to handle a situation with doing business with a high school coach that don't like the parent? How can that even? How can you like my kid and don't like me? That's impossible. That's impossible. You
I've
can't.
done it.
I don't think
Hey,
so.
hey, hey,
I think you could do
hey,
that.
Will, I
It's
done coached
possible.
some kids. I done coached some kids over the 2 decades I've been coaching. I hated they fucking parents, but I love the shit out their kids.
How
Yeah,
is
I
that
think that's possible.
possible?
That's
How
very
is that
possible.
possible?
That's because they're two different human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Will, I would never take out on a kid what the fucking mom and daddy done did to me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we get that, Z, but how can you have a connection with that kid? Because the parents gonna fall in somewhere. You see what I'm saying?
That,
Somewhere. So
But
how can
but just think about it, Will. Your kid is with that high school coach more than she with you during the school year.
right?
You feel what I'm saying?
Right?
She or he spend more time with their high school coach than they do with their own mom and daddy during the
that's
school year.
a fact.
So you gonna build your relationship with the kid. You know, you gonna have your relationship. You got your time. You got all the time you need.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a really good coach, you can separate that bad relationship with the parent and still give the kid what
Yep.
they need. I've done it, bro. I've done it.
Yep.
I'm telling you, I've done
So I'm asking you this, Z. What if you see, because we parents, right? What if we can see out the gate, man, that ain't right, but you telling your kid that ain't right, and they like, nah, Pop, you tripping, man. It's good. But then it come back around and it end up biting your kid in the ass, and then you told him, I told you that this wasn't it about your high school coach.
it. That's another story. That's another topic. Shit.
Yeah. I told you this
I
wasn't it.
plead the fifth.
I told you this wasn't it. And it listen, man, have you ever experienced a high school coach calling UIL and tell them that your kid had a ACL tear so she wouldn't play in an all-star game, man? Have you ever experienced something like that, man?
Nah, man. Nah, I ain't never experienced nothing like that.
Yeah. It's a whole nother topic too, Z.
This a high
Yeah,
school
yeah,
coach
yeah, yeah,
brought
yeah.
mine to the table to tell me how she didn't like me in front of my child.
Man, these high school coaches, man, y'all don't
I think
understand,
that's
man.
disrespectful though.
Nah, that was
That's
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
That's supposed to be a
And
her and her
yeah,
conversation only.
you don't tell
That's
my
not the
kid
child.
nothing.
The
You don't tell
child
my
ain't never
kid
supposed to
nothing
be
like
in a
that.
meeting like that. Yeah, child ain't. See, I would have came across the table on that one. See,
Yeah,
yeah, you ain't gonna better do that one.
that
You ain't gonna better do that one
that's
to me.
disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Nah,
Any
that's way that's real disrespectful.
that's
Yeah,
disrespectful.
that's real. But I think too, Will. On the other flip side, I'm gonna take up for a coach because am a coach. We don't need to express to our kids how we feel about their fucking coach either.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
You talking about as a parent?
As a parent.
As a parent,
Yeah,
as a parent, I
yeah,
don't need to go tell my son
yeah,
or my daughter
yeah,
that I don't like his
Because
motherfucking
yeah,
coach.
that's how it starts. That's how the
yeah,
abuse starts right
Yes.
there.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to do that either. I don't. I should. I need to just hold them discretions to myself.
Yep.
You
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause your kid gonna side with you every
Right.
time.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. You mama my mama don't fool with
And
that. I
then
ain't
at the
fooling
end,
with them either.
now the
Yeah,
kid confused. Now the kid don't know what to do.
Yep.
yeah,
Cause they like the coach.
Yeah.
They like the coach. The
yeah,
player like the coach. But the parent don't
yeah,
like because they gon' now they being disrespectful. Now they talking
yeah,
back when they ain't really
Now
supposed
yeah,
to
they
be.
questioning. Now they questioning
Yep.
everything.
Yep.
yeah,
And they just doing it just because their parents don't do it. They
yeah.
probably they
Just
not
call
even
my dad over
disrespectful
there.
kid.
Just call my dad over there berating the shit out of this coach the whole
Yep.
game.
Yep.
Whole game and at home.
Soon
Go.
as they get in the car, I told your ass that motherfucker could coach.
Sound, sound,
Hey, as
sound,
soon as you lose by 2 or 3 points.
sound. I'm guilty to it. I definitely used to get in the car. Hey, Z. I'll cut the music down and say, and look Z over. What I told your black ass, man. That motherfucker ain't worth a damn, man. What? I look at that. Z, I look over Z and say, what I told you. That motherfucker ain't worth a damn, but you don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. You hard-headed. You hard. Your
hey,
ass hard-headed.
hey, don't put them AirPods in. Don't put them in. You finna listen to this shit.
Oh
Right.
my
Yeah.
God. Y'all is funny. Oh my God.
Oh, what? That's too funny.
Yeah. Don't
They
put
No.
them
just
in.
can't
Don't
play.
put them AirPods in. Yeah. Don't put them
Oh
in. And
shoot.
if you do put them in, I'm gonna knock them out your ear. I'm gonna
You gonna
knock them
listen to
out.
this.
You gonna listen to this. You listen to. But I used to do it during games. Look, I'd be on the bench at the bottom, Z, while she warming
Mm,
up. You see that rotten
yeah.
motherfucker over there? That motherfucker riding to the coat.
Oh my
But see, you
God.
don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. Motherfucker riding, man. Just look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Motherfucker riding to the coat. Riding to the coat. Riding to
Dog,
the.
what?
But hold up. But Z, I'm gonna tell y'all something. And this ain't again because Ashley's a black woman. But this got a lot to do with female black coaches. They be on some real power trip shit,
I
man. I'm
don't
sorry, man.
agree. I don't agree.
It's the female black coaches that be on, and I guarantee you, some fathers in here, some my mothers in here that
I,
agree. It's the
I think it, I
female
think it's I
black
think it's more on the
coaches.
men's side than it is the women's
Now,
side.
it's the women's, man. As far as high school, it's the women's, man.
But
It's
what
the
what's
women's.
the power trip though?
I don't get it. So every father has an issue with a black female high school coach. Every father, they be on some power trip, man. I don't know.
How,
Every father that
how
I've
many
run into.
how many black women coaches have your daughter been under?
One, two, three, three.
3 out of that's over the course of what? High
4
school?
years of high school.
High school.
And everybody
Dang.
else been men coaches
And you had the most problem with the women.
with the women.
Is
Got some, and sometimes I
but
be thinking, is it,
that may be because you're just a strong man, like a strong you're a strong
man,
willed.
just be honest. You want to pop it for me or something? I don't know, man. That got to be what it is, man.
What the
Being honest, bro. Just being honest, bro. You know, text me all wee hours of the night, talk my back. Come on, man, stop it, man. No, we're not doing this. Cause I don't mix business with pleasure. Never have and never will. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know what it really is. Come on, man. Come on, man. I know what it really is. You like it on a kid or something? Come on, man. I know what it is, man. But I'm gonna say this. I text my daughter coach the other day. I said, hey, I got a question for you, coach. She's like, what is it, Will? What is it, Will? I say, Coach Till, since Terry been down, what do you think about me? Do I give you problems? She said, Will, you're one of my best parents, Will.
Why do you have to talk like that?
That's how, Will, you're one of my best parents, Will. I say, Coach Till, I really just want to know the real. I say, Will, you don't give me any problems. All the stuff that people said about you, it was wrong. I said, okay, I just wanted to hear it out of your mouth. Just want
Yeah.
to hear. Am I a problem? I want to know because they told you this before I got here. You don't know
Mm-hmm.
what you're getting into. And the woman helped the woman.
That boy phone done died again.
Yeah. That boy.
it, it was time
Yeah.
for his phone to die. Oh
Right.
Yeah.
my God.
Will a character. Will is a character. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
But I tell you, we touched on the UIL. We touched on youth sports period. We touched on coaches. We touched on transferring and
This is
should they
good.
transfer. We touched on a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we touched on a lot tonight. Yeah, we touched on a lot, man. So I think to each his own. Like I said, my post this morning was opinion. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I think people get mad at your opinion
Yeah.
sometimes. I never get mad at nobody. I never get upset with nobody's opinion.
Right.
And I think today's society, you can't have an opinion. They want you either you with them or you not with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's sad that it's like that now. You know what I'm saying? You should be able to have an opinion, man. You just should. Everybody. I'm talking about anybody. Like I wish some of the high school coaches would have charmed in tonight. I would love to hear their perspective of,
I would have
Yes.
loved
you know
that.
what I'm saying, of how, what they think about all
But
this.
you know
You know what
what?
I'm saying?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. The high school coaches, they not gonna say what they gonna hide behind everything. They
Right.
not a lot of high school coaches. They not gonna really say like. And I honestly feel like that's why some of these kids are in the situations they are. Like it has hurt the kids, but like people not gonna really come out and say the
Mm-hmm.
truth or the real or whatever. And I think that's what's hurting the kids at the
Yeah.
end of the day too.
Well, I'm hoping not, but it's looking like the UIL finna start firing some coaches.
Mm-hmm.
I agree,
Like,
and I don't
uh,
want it to.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I don't want that either. But I think that they finna try to send a message,
Yeah.
man.
Gonna try to send
I
a message.
I, I,
Yep.
I really think they finna try to send a message, man. I really do. I don't know who. I don't know. I hope nobody lose their job. I hope everybody keep
But
their
you know
certificate
what,
and be able to teach
though,
and coach.
Cedric? It sucks that again, it's only for certain people.
Yeah.
You are trying to make a point out of certain
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
that's what I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
It's certain people. At the end of the
And
day, we
you know
all
what? We didn't even say it tonight, but the UIL can be sued for going after
yeah.
a certain demographic.
Mm-hmm.
because globally in Texas, they're not going after everybody.
They not.
They're not. They're not investigating everybody. You
Not
know what I'm
even
saying? So
close.
yeah. So that's something that somebody want to get paid and they pick up the right lawyer. They could get paid. They could get
Listen, I know somebody in
paid.
here ear hustling, so go on. Listen, Coach D done gave you some game.
Yeah,
Go on,
they can get paid.
if you got your money right, go on do what you need to do.
Yep.
Go on do what you
Yep.
need to do.
But I enjoyed y'all tonight,
Yeah,
man. I enjoyed y'all,
this was
man.
good, man. This was good.
Yeah, man. I enjoyed y'all.
Good.
We got y'all. We got to pick another. We got to pick another topic one night and go in, man. You got to pick another topic one night and go in.
Yeah,
Yeah, nah,
yeah,
this
Yeah.
was good. I appreciate you for hopping on,
for sure.
Zadric.
No problem. No problem, man. Much love to y'all.
Yes, sir. You
All
too.
right.
All right now.
Ed, I'm
All right.
gonna
All right.
hop off here too. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the live. Listen, go get some merch. I kept the 30% off the whole time. And
Nobody
support
cares.
you. Anyways, 30% off. Go get some merch. Use code early. I'll just leave it up for tonight. It's just differentapparel.com.
Get
I'm
off
out.
my live.
Bye.